What's going on today, everybody? So today we are going to talk, I'm actually going to show the Micromark spray booth for the airbrush. Or it's going to vent outside, but it's basically 20 by 15. There's a plastic top so more light can come in. And I will say this, you want a light source to come in from the plastic side, not the top. Because you get the shadow of the top beam inside. And I'll show that when I flip the camera around. But for the most part, I can understand the price tag on this. Being someone that works in steel, they make it out of sheet metal. Sheet metal, really thin fiberglass steel, really flimsy steel. And the vent works. It's really, really good. Comes with a 4-inch opening. So I think I'm going to take it down to like a 2-inch out. I don't know if that'll matter. But it's not going to be a dryer. So it's just pushing air. So it shouldn't be an issue, but I don't know, right? One of the two complaints that I do have on this is the top section isn't attached to the bottom section. And the instructions that come with this don't really give you a whole lot. You kind of just figure it out. Like the top piece, I thought I almost broke it. And I'll go through it once I get done, but and I show you guys. For the most part though, the last video of this is gonna be the workbench. It's gonna be probably 60 some odd inches long and probably about 2 feet deep. So it'll be a little wider than the airbrush, and it'll be 3 times as long. That way I can have a cleanup station, what I'm working on, and then the paint booth. Not sure how all that's gonna work. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how all this is gonna work. So that being said, we'll flip this camera around and let you guys take a look at what I've gotten done. All right, everybody. So this is the bottom part of this airbrush station. I wanted to show it in 2 parts, mostly because the filters. So you have this top, I call it a really thin filter. Then you have the particulates filter. And then you have a charcoal filter. I think the charcoal filter filters out all the toxic stuff for when it blows outside. I know once this wears out, and this is going to wear out, so, and to replace this, it's like 30, 40 bucks. It is crazy. And they also sell this stuff by the roll, and I think it's like 35 bucks or something like that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take an airbrush or an AC unit filter. This is for my ACs. This one's 20 by 20, but they have like 20 by 16 filters. And yeah, it works really, really good. So the other thing, there's a couple things that kind of bug me, is when you set something on it, it's not really sturdy. I mean, it doesn't, I'm not moving it very much. I'm barely touching it, and it wobbles all over the place. This is one of the, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about maybe getting a small piece of 10 gauge at work and getting it really really flat and setting it on top of this. And then when I set the other piece down on top of it, it'll make it better. So there's a switch under here that makes it go. And you can see the filter moving, but piece of paper, I mean, it just, then you go to pull it off. I mean, it's not very easy. I mean, so, and the air hole, I mean, it's blowing pretty good. I mean, it's blowing pretty good out the side. So you get a good fan with this. I will say that it is an excellent fan. But, and there's nothing that holds the bottom to the top. Like the top, I mean, I'm just gonna set it straight on right now. And that's it. I mean, it's really that quick. I think it comes attached so you can clean it, but I don't know. I would assume that's the reason. The other thing that was kind of a pain in the butt was this bracket right here. I don't know if I installed all the metal pieces first and then just did the plastic piece. I mean, it's pretty flexible, so I was able to get it in there without tearing it up. But I have one of these really nice LED garage lights that makes it really bright in here for when I'm painting, no less. And if you take a light, put it on it, it actually makes it pretty bright in here. I'm not gonna lie, I did take poster board. I mean, it's an off-white gray color is the metal. So if you put and I put white for the poster board, and it makes it a lot brighter. I was really shocked how actual bright it is. I mean, crazy. But for the most part, it's gonna work. It's gonna be a nice airbrush station. The final video for this part series is gonna be on the frame. Those are the wooden legs and stuff. I tried putting it together tonight, but ran out of time. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, this is kind of what it is. It's not very big. I mean, the price tag on this is pretty financial. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen. So that was basically the airbrush station all put together. I think everybody understands kind of what I've been working on this week. I did show a little bit of it on what I've been working on, but I didn't show it assembled. This will be the assembled video. For the most part though, it was pretty cool. I think I needed a screwdriver. I used a crescent wrench, but I mean, 5 or maybe it was 9/16 wrench. And that's basically all I needed. I did put poster board on the inside to kind of keep it nice. Will it stay that way? I don't know. Probably not. But yeah, I'm really impressed on how well this went together. But it is a price point. I think it's a couple $100. I want to say $400 or $500 to get this brand new. Most of it is gonna be in the sheet metal. I hate to say that, but someone that works in the steel industry, I understand why. And then the other part of it is probably the fan. It's probably a nice industrial fan in there. I don't know the aspect or the specs of it, but it does work. I mean, the piece of paper gets sucked down to the fan, and then when you put it on the outlet, it basically blows it all over the place. So there's definitely a good fan in this. I'm definitely looking forward to using this. I want to start airbrushing more. So the bench, next video, it's going to be on the bench. It's basically going to be a little bit wider than this. It's going to be probably 12 inches wider. We're going to do 32 inches wide, 64 inches long. And the idea is I'm going to have paint booth, what I'm working on, and then a cleaning station at the other end. Hopefully I can get the air compressor somewhere by this. But not the end of the world if I have to run it from the other end of the garage. I have enough air hose line to do that. But I'm getting kind of excited. I got to get that bench done though. And I'll have that probably in the next week's video. But yeah, hopefully everybody likes the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.